This comes to the end of this amazing day we've had today. Truly wonderful to see all the talent that we have. These stories were fantastic. I congratulate all the storytellers, the TED Talkers. You did really, really well. I wanted to try to keep it short. I'm not as natural as the people we've seen today, but in any case, I wanted to begin by really thanking all of you. It's been a great day. You certainly convinced me and convinced everyone that you are certainly up to the task, and we're ready to innovate. We certainly have seen that can-do spirit, and I think all of you have showed that very, very convincingly over the days, sessions. We often say we need to walk the talk, but we also say we have to dress the part. And as I look at my colleagues, I have asked them, maybe next year we'll see them in hoodies and in black turtlenecks. So let's see. Let's look forward to that. I wanted to just mention, we were talking about acronyms. I want to present 3 acronyms. KPI, easy to remember. And KPI is a little bit what we do at the Sustainable Development and Climate Change Department. So we do knowledge, we do partnerships for innovation. And that is exactly what we did over the course of today. We saw how important it is partnering with many of those who have excelled in terms of bringing in innovation in their respective workplaces, and how we can draw energy and build from that so that we can also take part and be a true innovator as we look towards our developing member countries. Now, one question that we ask ourselves is why? So we've heard over the course of the day that we have very much a sense of purpose, and that is working with our developing member countries. We want to convert ourselves not just into the Climate Change Bank of Asia and the Pacific, but also towards the Knowledge Solutions Bank. And for that, we have to leverage a lot of the knowledge, as we've seen over the course of the day, combine that with finance so that we become real intermediaries of knowledge and finance, and that will provide the solutions that we think that we can more effectively deliver as one ADB. Now, I did want to just share a few takeaways, and I will be quick, and then I will turn to a vote of thanks. So, first of all, I think one of the common themes that we heard today was about the importance of mindset, and we have to have a growth mindset to be able to really harness all that good energy that we have, all those great ideas. And as you heard, we have a cultural transformation initiative, and it's all about developing that growth mindset through being client-centric, being trustworthy, and for me, the most important one, and I look at Suzanne because we did discuss this a number of times, being transformational. So that is great. Now, another point that Wu Chang mentioned this morning was that you can all tell me 5 good reasons why we can't do something, but I'm sure you can tell me one great reason why we should. And that's, I think, how we exemplify this growth mindset. I also had my favorite of the innovations over the long years I've been at the bank. And I also agree with Wu Chang. The best one that I've seen so far is Operation Galaxy. Many of you know Operation Galaxy and what it's about. It's the idea of taking our ADF contributions and put them into capital so that we can leverage much more our resources. And some of you may know, some of you may not, that this started out as our former treasurer, Mr. Mikio's, crazy idea. So you can see how that's taken forward and the impact that this has had. I truly believe that a lot of this innovative financing platforms that you've heard about, including such things as IFCAP, really builds from that kind of idea that we could do much more in terms of maximizing our balance sheet. I wanted also to turn to what I think has been said, but I think it's well worth repeating it. Strategy 2030 states that ADB will, quote, support innovative financial products and facilitate a culture of innovation and responsiveness to changing client needs. So that's very much in that strategy. And the Innovation Hub really exemplifies how we can take this forward and is a really good example of putting this into practice. So again, thank you very much for all that support. I wanted also to pick up on a few points. Tomo highlighted that we have the operating system in place, and we need to now look at some of the non-structural issues. And one of the things is about learning. And I have been very, very impressed with our education chief and his team, and the idea that learning is really a lifelong journey. And I think if we can take that attitude, we can build these growth mindsets that I mentioned earlier. I want to just very quickly pick up on some of our great partners. Mars from Netflix was amazing. She highlighted the importance of storytelling. Netflix is about telling stories, she said, with a value proposition and building on the creative economy. We all have great minds. They are very creative. Sometimes when we come here, they become less creative. Let's show that we can bring up new ideas and be more imaginative. Innovation is about how we learn. And in her words, it is, quote, a multitude of small things that we need to be focusing on. And it is largely about people having trust in others. For innovation to thrive, she also said that there has to be a culture of feedback. We want to hear from you. You want to tell someone that, no, I'm not so convinced. You need to see how that logic comes through and how you can be more convincing. And it's important, also a very important message, that the process should not hold back innovation. So we have to remember that. I was fortunate also to have lunch in a table with Margarita from Oxford, and she shared her thoughts on behavioral insights. And one very important point is the idea of mission. And if we can come together over a clear-cut mission, i.e. climate change, I think we can be much more effective in bringing out that innovation. All hands on deck type of approach. And I'm looking forward to seeing that over the coming months. We also heard from TCS, Michelle, about the collective responsibility of working together. So again, one ADB, breaking the silos, and everyone needs to make that effort. The challenges, as we heard today, are very complex, and we need to have a better effort in terms of bringing our skills together to address that complexity. The TED Talks was fantastic. I made sure that I had some time for the TED Talks. All of you were excellent, and I'm really amazed at the quality that we have here, and very natural. So congratulations, all of you are winners. Finally, I'd like to make a little point on client centrism. So we have a lot of very interesting technology that we're already putting into place. Satellite imagery, artificial intelligence, big data. A lot of this is now giving us solutions to things that we just couldn't address in the past. So that's another way of how we bring in innovation. Let me not keep you any longer. A very quick vote of thanks. So first of all, Mars, Margarita, Michelle, Charles, Ajit. I see Ajit. I don't see anyone else. But thank you so much for bringing in your wisdom and sharing your experiences. I wanted to again, congratulate all the TED Talkers, Ramola, Alex, Sam, Pushkar, Nareen. Again, you did an excellent job. You should be so proud of yourselves. And then last but not least, our KSC team. So we've got Suzanne, big round of applause, Vivek, Mary Jane, Beth. We've got Joe, Miko, and Daniel. And they have been really excellent. Thank you so much. So with that, in closing, let me say that we hope that this innovation fair has inspired all of you. It certainly has inspired me. We hope that your continued engagement with our Innovation Hub will help us take a lot of these lessons forward and come up with new solutions and make all the difference as you start your next project. Thank you so much for your attention.